Have you ever asked yourself, why did this have to happen to me? Why now? Why like this? It's a question that lives in the shadows of heartbreak. It echoes through the pain of failure. It lingers in the silence after loss. And yet, it is also the question that unlocks our deepest strength, because hidden behind the hardest moments of our lives is the truth. Everything happens for a reason. But let's be honest. It doesn't always feel that way, does it? In the middle of chaos, it's hard to find meaning. In the storm, we're just trying to survive. But hindsight is a powerful teacher. And if you look closely enough, you'll start to see it. The invisible thread, the quiet alignment, the unseen hand guiding your path, even when it felt like everything was falling apart. Let's dive into the truth behind this powerful phrase. Let's explore how pain, loss, failure, and uncertainty are often just the raw materials for purpose, strength, and transformation. Because when you start to believe that everything happens for a reason, you stop resisting life, and you start trusting it. Pain is not punishment, it's preparation. You didn't fail by accident. You didn't lose them by coincidence. You weren't rejected, delayed, or knocked down just to suffer. You were being prepared to grow, prepared to learn, prepared to rise in a way you couldn't before. Think about it. How many times have you gone through something you didn't want, only to realize later that it was exactly what you needed? You thought that breakup was the end of your world, but it was actually the beginning of your self-worth. You thought losing that job was a disaster, but it forced you to discover your real passion. You thought failing that goal meant you weren't good enough, but it taught you resilience that made you unstoppable. It hurts in the moment, but pain is the sculptor of purpose. And sometimes the universe doesn't give us what we want, because it's busy giving us what we need. Redirection is protection. We love to plan. We love to control. We create timelines, goals, and expectations. And when things don't go our way, we get frustrated. We think life is unfair. We think we're being punished. But what if the delay was divine? What if the detour was direction? You see, not every closed door is rejection. Some closed doors are protection. Not every no is a failure. Some no's are sacred redirections. You might not understand it right away. You might feel lost. But there's something bigger at work. The relationship that didn't last, it saved you. The opportunity you missed, it made room for something greater. The people who walked away, they cleared space for the people who will truly see you. You weren't being abandoned. You were being aligned. Trust that when life reroutes you, it's not trying to hurt you. It's trying to help you reach the destination your soul was always meant for. Seasons of struggle shape your strength. Look at nature. Winter looks like death, but it's actually rest. Spring looks like chaos, but it's rebirth. Summer looks like ease, but it's growth. Fall looks like loss, but it's preparation. Everything has a season, and you do too. You're not meant to bloom all the time. Some seasons are meant to break you open, so something deeper can grow. Your pain is not a punishment. Your struggle is not a sign you're doing life wrong. It's often a sign you're being refined. Think about the strongest people you know. Were they made by ease? Were they shaped by comfort? Number. They were forged in fire. They grew through hardship. They were stretched, tested, and transformed. And so will you. You are not weak for struggling. You are becoming strong through it. The power of perspective. Everything happens for a reason is not just a comforting idea. It's a shift in perspective. It's choosing to look at life through the lens of growth. It's asking, what can I learn from this? How is this helping me become who I'm meant to be? Your mindset determines your momentum. And when you believe life is working for you, not against you, you move differently. You stop blaming and start building. You stop clinging to what's lost and start creating what's next. You stop asking, why me, and start asking, what now? Pain gives you a reason to pause, but perspective gives you the power to rise. You are being guided, even when you can't see it. There's a deeper intelligence at work in this universe. Some call it God, some call it fate, some call it the universe. Whatever name you use, it's real, and it's moving through your life in quiet, powerful ways, ways you may not notice until you look back. The people who crossed your path, the moments that shifted everything, the gut feelings that protected you, the delays that saved you, the coincidences that felt too perfect to be random. That's not luck. That's not chance. That's alignment. You are not lost. You are being led. Even when it's dark, even when you're confused, even when everything is falling apart, something greater is being built beneath the surface, turning wounds into wisdom. The most powerful people you know, they weren't born that way. They were broken first. They were the ones who cried in silence, who felt the sting of betrayal, who lived through rejection, abandonment, heartbreak, failure. And they chose to grow from it. They turned their wounds into wisdom, their pain into power, their scars into stories of survival. You can do the same. What happened to you does not define you, but how you rise from it. That does. So instead of asking, why did this happen to me? Ask, what can this teach me for me? You are not a victim of your life. You are the author of your comeback. Faith over fear. Faith is not the absence of fear. It's choosing to move forward anyway, trusting that there's a bigger picture you can't fully see yet. Fear will always scream, it's over. You've lost. There's no way out. You're not enough. But faith whispers, hold on. There's more coming. This will make sense someday. You are being shaped for something greater. Faith doesn't need all the answers. It just needs your trust. Even when you can't trace the hand of life, you can still trust its heart. Because when you look back at your journey so far, how many times did you survive what you thought would break you? How many times did things fall apart, only to fall together later in ways that made you say, I'm so glad that happened. That's faith confirmed. That's meaning revealed. The story isn't over yet. Maybe right now you're in a chapter that doesn't make sense. Maybe it feels unfair, uncertain, painful, confusing. But hear this. This chapter is not the end. It's just part of the plot. And the best stories, they always have a turning point. Your turning point is coming. Keep turning the page. Keep showing up. Keep believing in the bigger picture, even when you can't see it. Because one day, you'll look back and understand. It had to happen exactly that way. The pain, the loss, the delays, the confusion. It all added up. It didn't break you. It built you. You'll realize that everything happened not just for a reason, but for a purpose. And that purpose is you. So the next time you feel lost, the next time something doesn't go your way, the next time life throws you into a storm, take a deep breath, look up, and remember, you are being guided, you are being prepared, you are being shaped. Everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Even the pain has a purpose. Even the confusion has clarity waiting on the other side. Don't rush the process. Don't lose hope. Because one day, everything will make sense. And you'll smile at the sky and whisper to yourself, "Now I understand. Everything happened for a reason."